Hello and welcome to another Chris Does Kodi Fire Stick informational tutorial for my parents. By me and my sidekick, Aiden, who has a little attitude. Anywho, alright, so when you guys get your Fire Stick, make sure that the remote stays with the Fire Stick that's in the respective package, because it only will work. It's already paired with that particular stick. Okay. When you boot up and get to your home screen, I'm going to turn this around and show you what it looks like if I can. I might have to do another video. Okay. Just look at this. What I'm pointing at. Okay. All right. So this little wire here is plugged into an electrical outlet. Alright, you'll have an adapter. It comes with a plug, or you will have a USB port on your television. You can use either one to get source of power to your stick. This particular TV does not have USB. So, what I have is the power outlet goes to this wire, which goes to the side of this Fire Stick right here. You don't need to get into it, that's fine. And then I also have it attached to this dongle. So you can either go straight with a stick HDMI straight into the television, or you can put the dongle on it, so that way it connects to this. Aiden, pay attention. Right here. Attached to this, and then you can just loosely put the HDMI slot in. Alright, now once you, Aiden, you don't need to get in there, that's fine. Once you connect the HDMI in, and it's powered up, thinking it's powered up, it will come up to your home screen. Okay. So this is your home screen. Now, this basically is going to be your screen that you're going to not ever really use. This is if you did not have jailbroke app on here. You're going to use, like, if you have Amazon account, you can just watch it through here through your Prime account. You can do that if you want, but it's just easier to use everything through Kodi. So you'll see up there, you'll see the apps up there, right? So I'm going to scroll over until I highlight apps. All right, and then I've got all my apps that I've downloaded, you know, or that were on the stick already. All right, all those here. What you're going to look for, and the only one that you're going to use, is called Kodi app. Okay? On here, see your apps and games. Alright, if I keep scrolling over here to the right and I go to see all, I'll have all the apps that are on this Fire Stick. And down here on the corner is that little blue K. That is your bread and butter. That's what you're going to be using everything. That is Kodi. Alright? And basically, there's only one app you're going to be using for TV and movies in this. But anyways, once you get to this screen right here in Kodi, you're just going to go down on the left-hand side here until you see add-ons. Once you get into add-ons, Dad, you have a couple extra ones, the sports ones on there, but basically you got YouTube, and I put Earth Cam on there. That gives you like cams of, I know Mom likes all the different cams of all the different places in the country that got cameras set up. You can pop in on the. Hey, Gridiron.
Yeah, hon.
I think it's snowing up at Janice and Bob's house. But Exodus, that is the one you guys are going to watch for all your movies and TV and everything like that. So you've got movies, you've got TV shows. Those are pretty much the main ways you're going to look for things. Alright, so if you go to movies, like I showed you guys when you were here, there's different ways. You can go through genres and look for different types, you know, of different movies. Always using the back arrow, by the way, to go back to the screen prior. Alright, so we go down to, say, people watching. If you see what most people are watching right now, or most popular, you can click on that. And that will also break down, like, basically what... If you go to people watching, like if Walking Dead was just on last night, more likely like Walking Dead episodes will be on there and things like that. So it does take a few seconds for it to kick, but you see Moana and Doctor Strange and all the new John Wick and, you know, all the new movies, Lego Batman.
Hi, Nana and Papa.
Yeah, and hi, Nana Papa. That's there for your movies. If you go out of this and you go down to TV shows, you can look through, again, different ways. But mostly, you go to most popular is an easy way. Give that little thing. When that's up there, that means it's thinking. So, all right. Now I'm just going to show you what you do when you actually pick something that you want to go to. All right. So, say, Dad, you wanted to watch Game of Thrones again. Any last words, you fool?
Yes, a Lannister always pays his debt.
Huh. Okay. All right. This one actually was pretty funny. Santa Clara Diet with Drew Barrymore. She's a housewife who turns into a zombie, and she still has to be a soccer mom while staying a zombie and eating people. It's very good. It's a little Netflix show that came out. So if I click on that, all right, I'm gonna get boom. There's only one season, so I go down to season 1, and then here's all my episodes listed up here. So if I want to go to the first one, I hit OK on that, and again, it's gonna think. All right. Now, when this comes up, this basically is meaning it's looking for the servers. With Exodus, does it a different way than some of the other programs use, but this one is going to basically usually take about 30 seconds to highlight some different servers.
50.
Okay. And once that comes up, you're going to see all these. Now, over here to the right, you'll see basically the quality of the program, HD and all that kind of stuff, okay? These are different servers that are hosting that particular episode that we picked. And as you see, I can scroll down, and there's probably going to be dozens upon dozens upon dozens. And as I go down, the quality also goes down on them. So only the HD ones are on the top. Now, if I click on one of these, like One Movies, okay? Not every time you click on something, you will get a link to work. This one worked, okay? So boom, I'm watching my episode. What I want to show you, and I don't know if I will be able to do that, I'm going to back out and go back to the server list. And also, whatever you started playing will play in the background as you're doing other things, searching for new shows and stuff like that. I'm going to try to find one of these links that actually goes... Let's try the On series. Because sometimes you get a little thing that says, please... enter validation code within 30 seconds to watch that. That's not one of them. If you get one of those, just hit the back button and get out of it and try another one. That's just certain streams want you to log in on the web before you actually watch it. Just pick another one, basically, if you ever see that. Okay? So there's your show and you're watching it. Now, if you have, say if you're watching this and you want to get back to your show that you're watching, if you hit the this is your up, down, left, right arrow, you know, the circle, and the middle is hitting OK to select things. But if I hit the left side here, it's you can't see it on the television because it's over top of it. But you'll see when it's set up right, it'll say full screen. And that'll let you get back to your full screen. And again, you want to stay in Kodi. If you hit the home button, you're going to go out of Kodi. You're going to go back to the Fire Stick and you got to go into Kodi again. So just stay out of that and use the back buttons to get out of there. When the shows are done, the shows will get you back to the episode index, and you can just pick the next one if you want to watch the next one. Same thing, it tells you down here what the episode's about, so you don't know if you've seen it. So backing out of Santa Clara Diet, here's all the other shows. I'm backing out of that. Also, you can look for new episodes. They got a TV calendar, all that stuff. So this is all through Exodus, inside of Kodi. Okay? So just remember, everything is through Exodus, okay? Now, Mom, if you wanted to go to YouTube and log into YouTube, you can. You can just hit YouTube, and it will execute. Oh yeah, because it hasn't ever been used. So let me set that up for you, Mom. Do 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 do. Let's see, English. English. There you go. And we want to go to United States of America. All the way down, Aiden says. Yep. And United States. Alright. So once you get there, you can go basically popular right now. Sign in for your YouTube account if you did. But if I go to popular right now on YouTube, you know, it's going to break down the different things. You know, the breakdown of what particular episode or show that you're on YouTube. But you know how to use YouTube. So, alright. Getting out of that. Phoenix is the other one. You can watch movies and shows. They got collections set up here. So if you wanted to watch all the Harry Potters, you basically hit Harry Potter and it'll have them all together. All the Batmans together. You know, it makes it real easy. So just stay in these things, basically. And you can't go wrong. So as I'm sitting here on the toilet, this part is for Dad only. Sports. I had forgot to talk to you about sports and how that works. Basically, other than that one app I showed you on Exodus or Spectro Fork, either one of those two, you're going to want to use Sports Devil app. When you go into the Sports Devil app, say if it's a UFC fight. Alright, well, if the UFC fight starts, say, usually around 10 o'clock, the pay-per-view part. So after 10 o'clock, you could log in and go into Sports Devil app. And then you're going to see all these subcategories, you know, servers that are going to have different types of sports. Some are just going to be like British soccer channels. Some are going to be like cricket. I mean, there's going to be some weird ones. But they'll break it down and you should see that some say like WWE/boxing or /UFC. PPV, pay-per-view, see that kind of stuff. Basically, you just want to use those. You should see like it'll have the title like Ronda Rousey versus such and such, and it'll be an overseas feed of the fight, probably a British feed or something like that. And that's how you can watch those. During football season, NFL games are on. You'll see a whole bunch of activity at that point, but you'll see different servers. Say they'll have Jaguars versus Titans. I mean, it'll say the name of the game basically, and you click on it. And then once you click on it, there'll be X amount of servers that are hosting it. Sometimes there's only a certain amount of spaces available in each server to stream. So if it's full, you may get kicked out. Like you could be watching it for 30 minutes and all of a sudden, boom, you're out. Just got to re-log in. It doesn't happen that often. Usually very, very rarely. You know, maybe 10 times ever it's done it to me. But you might have to log back in. And some of the feeds you got to play around, give it time, and you might find some feeds that are better than others. You're never going to find live sports that are going to be HD perfect feeds. More like kind of when you're watching them on the computer. But you know, it's watchable, definitely watchable for a Redskins game or whatever. You know, it's worth it. So I just want to tell you about that. I'm adding it onto the end of this Kodi video that I'm sending you to save, by the way. So your sticks will be on the way tomorrow morning. They're done. She's packaging them up and sending them out. So, all right. Any questions when you get them, just call me. Love you. Bye.